If you love crispy vacuum lines and you're wondering how I do it, keep watching. And I think this works with any vacuum, but today I'm using my Shark Rocket. I do go through and actually vacuum first, and then I go back at the end, just taking my vacuum, going one line at a time in opposite directions. Having that first line right up against the wall is a good guide for the rest of them. And I probably should have done this from right to left, but I didn't. So I did pin myself in, and I had to make a little walkway. And last time I did these lines here and posted them on my story, someone said it's giving lawn. But personally, I get Beetlejuice vibes. And if you don't see it now, just wait till we get done with this room. And if you hear the rain behind me, it's raining. But after I give this couch a quick vacuum, I go over it with this jumbo sponge from the dollar store. This is a sponge that I only use on couches, and I only use one per house. But they're literally $1, so hey. I don't do this on every couch because you'll see in some of my other videos that some materials just aren't having it. But if I notice while I'm vacuuming that it would make some crispy lines, you better believe I'm gonna do it. And these two rooms don't get much traffic, so usually when I come here, there's still lines from the last time. So since there's not much to do in either room besides some light dusting and doing the floors, it's easy for me to take the extra time to do things like this. But some people don't really like it, so if you came home to lines in your carpet and couch like this, what would you think? I feel like people either think it looks really good or they think I'm crazy. And that little sponge actually does a pretty good job of picking up dirt and hair too. So hey, win-win. But now that the couch is striped to perfection, it's time to do the floors. And you can kind of see from this angle that these stripes aren't going right up to the couch, but it's close enough. And to the people that say they like my voice, you're the best. Love you. If you see the charms on my Crocs, I'm clearly a huge fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes. But after running into my tripod with my vacuum, we're done with this little section. And this one is always my favorite. She's quick, she's easy, she's satisfying. We love it. And it's the last thing I do in this room. So after this little section, the room is all done. So if you were wondering how to be completely deranged with your vacuum lines, I hope you enjoyed. And follow me for more. Love you. Come with me to clean this bathroom. When I first started cleaning, which wasn't that long ago, I really didn't like cleaning glass shower doors. But now, I love it. I have one in my own house? No, but I don't mind cleaning them anymore. So for this shower, I'm going in with Dawn dish soap and that Cassell 5-in-1. I could really use this 5-in-1 on the whole shower, but I like using Dawn because it's a surfactant. While I'm letting that cleaner sit on the hard water stains, I get it scrubbing the rest of the shower. And this shower stays pretty clean. But if a shower has more buildup, something else I like to use is Barkeeper's Friend. But once I'm done scrubbing that shower, I take that same sponge and get the door. And this client's actually done quite a bit to renovate the bathroom. So along with a couple other things, a few months ago, there was a totally different tub here. I don't know about you, but I think it looks 10 times better. But once I'm done scrubbing the shower indoors, I take the shower head and rinse everything off. And make sure I'm not making a mess. Then my absolute favorite part is the squeegee. And even though I do bring my own squeegee with me, if a client has one, I usually use it. Then after I dry the shower off, I go over the doors with some glass cleaner. And as for glass cleaners, I go back and forth between Windex with vinegar and Sprayway. And when I say Windex with vinegar, I'm talking about the one they make. Because if you mix the Windex with ammonia and vinegar, you're gonna make ammonium acetate. So don't do that and just buy the one they make with vinegar. And these two little Sprayway hearts were me expressing my gratitude for 130K. So if you're following me, thank you, love you. But if you're not following me, what are you doing? That was entirely too much product, but I did it anyways. And something else that I love using this 5-in-1 for are fixtures. Whenever I'm using this, I know it's going to take care of those hard water stains and it's going to leave it shiny. Nothing really ties a bathroom clean together like some shiny fixtures. And once I'm done with that sink, I'm onto the counters. This product isn't recommended for wood, so I'm just using it on this plastic piece here. Something else I see a lot of cleaners talking about is tipping. So let's talk about it. You guys already know, but my rates are crazy low. And I don't like sharing exactly what they are because I don't want you to think that's what you're going to pay if you hire another cleaner. And I don't want other cleaners going and basing their prices off mine because you're going to rob yourself. Respectfully, I would rather make all my money from TikTok and not my clients. So for that reason, I never expect anybody to tip me. What I quote people is what I expect them to pay me. And if they give me anything extra, that's just a bonus. And you already know, I don't even expect them to pay me that. If me and a client talk about it beforehand, I don't care to go lower. And I don't care to even do it for free. So yeah. I'm not in this for the money and I don't care about tips. You might be like, Tony, if you're not in it for the money, what are you in it for? Now, I've wanted to be a content creator since back in the era of Shane Dawson and Jenna Marbles. Whatever happened to her anyways? So yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but it took me a bit to get the confidence in editing videos and letting you hear my voice. But luckily, you guys have actually been really cool about that, so thanks. And this is your sign to post the videos, even if you just post them privately to yourself until you get the confidence to post in public. Yes, they'll probably suck at first, but you'll get the hang of it. But back to this clean, I guess. After everything's done, I vacuum the floor and then go over it with my spin mop and some Mr. Clean. And someone always says, your mop is way too wet. So if that's you, no, it's not, ho. And while we're here, does anybody actually call their best friend by their first name? Or do we just all have nicknames for them? If you've made it to this point, make sure to give your girl a follow. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Come with me to do some cleaning. And clearly, this isn't one of those houses, but under some of my bigger cleans, there's always people in the comments talking about CPS. And not just my videos. When you see cleaning videos on TikTok where there's dishes and trash everywhere, it's usually people in the comments calling for a child welfare check. So, as someone who has a degree and background in social work, let's talk about it. Usually, when somebody knows that CPS is coming to their house, their first instinct is to start cleaning. And it's a nice thought, but when a social worker is coming into your house to conduct a welfare check, there's certain things they look for and certain things they don't. I can promise you, they're not going to look at how many dishes are in your sink or how dirty your oven is, but they are going to make sure that you have certain things like electric, heat, and running water. They are way more worried about your kid being able to take a shower than how clean the cabinets are. So I'm sorry to say it, but the videos I see of speed cleaning before CPS shows up are useless, because no amount of you cleaning is going to clear up a black mold infestation or change the fact that your water isn't running. But I'll be the first to admit that trying to have a clean house when you have kids is hard. So I'm not saying that everybody's house should always be perfect. So if you have a social worker coming and you find yourself picking up bags of trash and dishes, maybe just switch up your weekly cleaning routine. Try doing it at a different time of day or setting aside 10 to 20 minute increments throughout the day for cleaning. And a small thing that's super helpful is having a trash can in every room. Find something that works for you, but please find something, because those kids deserve to have a fairly clean home every day. And so do you, Queen. Love you. Come with me to do a 3-hour general clean. And I usually just post 1 or 2 rooms, but today we're doing the whole house. So after I get my mop bucket ready, I get right into cleaning. And you may have heard me say before that I usually save the bathrooms for last. And I usually do, but the way this house is set up, I just like to do this one first. So once I scrub this shower down with some Barkeeper's Friend and give it a dry, I move on to the sink area using that Sprayway glass cleaner. In case you haven't heard it lately, I love you. Not that look of concentration though. Sometimes I forget that when I film me cleaning a mirror, y'all can see me. And if you saw my coffee in the background, I had to make it through the morning somehow. And I'm not gonna lie, Miss Alexa was helping me as well. Love it when I ask a client's Alexa to play some music and it turns out we like the same stuff. But once I'm done with this area, I quickly move on to vacuuming and mopping those floors. Before I could really be done, I had to grab this scale and tell it, you better not even think about making her feel bad. Now that the bathroom's done, I take off my glove and move on to cleaning the room. General cleans are really simple for bedrooms. Just making the bed, wiping down the surfaces, doing some light dusting, and moving on to floors. I usually use Pledge, but I've just recently tried Orange Glow and I love it. I've also seen that you can use Orange Glow on stainless steel appliances. But even though I've seen other people do it and it says on the instructions that you can, I'm gonna still try it at my house first. And at this point, we're on room 3 out of 6, so we're halfway there. But once I move everything, I get on to cleaning that mirror and then work my way down to the sink itself. And once that's done and everything's put back, I move on to the toilet area. Getting the trash, cleaning the bowl, and then wiping the toilet down top to bottom. And in this clip, you might be able to see the bleach stain on my shirt. This is actually one of my favorite shirts, so like a silly goose, I wear it everywhere, even to cleans. Recently, I was cleaning a spot with some bleach spray and it got on my shirt. So if you have a recommendation on how to fix it, let me know. Honestly, I'm not even that mad about it. Kinda cute, for real. But anyways, back to this clean. Whenever I'm doing this room, I always start off by organizing those toys and making the bed. Just pretend you didn't see me on the bed like that. But after it's made, I get on to wiping down the surfaces and doing those floors. At this point, it's about 11 a.m., so I've been cleaning for an hour and a half. As a cleaner, there's certain things I do to help me go room to room quicker. For starters, I always take my cleaning stuff with me in every room I go. It just makes it to where I don't have to go room to room looking for what I need. Anything that I could possibly need is right behind me. And another thing that I found really helpful is to always have plenty of clean towels and to have a bucket for the dirty ones. And that way it's just a lot quicker for me to grab a new towel. Kinda like I just grabbed that ottoman. And this client's couch and carpet are a good example of how not everything stripes perfectly. So if you find yourself trying to make some crispy vacuum lines at home and it's just not happening, probably not you or the vacuum, it's that damn carpet. If you see the time in this next clip, you'll see that cleaning the outside of the microwave and scrubbing the stovetop took me about 3 minutes. Because with a little bit of caffeine, some music, and 27 years of pent-up rage, anything is possible. On this stovetop, I'm just using some Dawn Power Wash and a little bit of Barkeeper Spring. Scrubbing it with a sponge, rinsing it with some water, then going back over it with some glass cleaner and a dry towel, and we're all done. Funny story, I used to never say all done. But then I worked with kids with autism for a few years. Now, I find myself saying and signing all done 20 times a day. And when you see this elf in a second, he was definitely on his bullshit today. When I got here, he was chilling on the table, and by the time I left, he was on the counter. Definitely caught him getting into some chocolate, but I didn't say anything and just told him not to get caught. Even though I love Christmas, my own elf at home is getting absolutely ridiculous. Needless to say, I can't wait for him to leave. But now that those floors are done, I quickly go back through, spray some air freshener, make sure I didn't forget anything, and I'm out of here. If you've made it to this point, make sure to follow me on Instagram in case we're not here next month. But as always, thanks for watching. Love you.